Good evening, everyone. At least it's evening for me, and I just wanted to show you what I've been working on over here in the area of the country church. Just to kind of give you an idea of what I've been doing here, I've got a lot of the scenery in, and I'm going to apologize here, I'm going to pick the camera up. A lot of the scenery in here with the rocks, that's all just ground foam, and the stripes or streaks of vegetation running down the rocks I did with a mixture of 50-50 glue and water. I just let the white glue run down the rocks and then immediately sprinkled some ground foam on there. So I think it came out pretty well. A couple of things I've done over here. I've added a couple of mirrors on the background there, so you can see where the just past the group of trees on the right hand side where the road makes that second bend back there. That's actually a mirror, and I've painted the face of the mirror. I found those at the dollar store. They're about 4 inches square, so I just went ahead and painted the front of it to try and blend it into the backtop or the background. And I've also received some super trees in the mail today. And that's what those are that you see in the background around the church and the parsonage. And also on this side of the scene there's another mirror which makes the road appear to go around to the right. Additionally, I've got my road in. It's painted just sort of a mixture of gray that I made up between my my black and my brown and my white acrylic paints, and I've got a stripe on the road, and that is this let me see, I've got the package over here. It's called Quick Stripe. This is what I bought, was 1/16 inch wide, and I think it looks pretty good over there on the road, and there's 36 feet of it, so you know I could run a stripe around my walls like twice. But anyway, so I've got the stripe in there. I'm going to try and do a close-up on some of these trees. Those super trees are pretty cool, and I've made, I don't know, 7, 8 of them in about 15 minutes. I've got a little stubby tree there in the background, which was actually an accident. One of my trees broke in half when I was trying to plant it, so I just left it there. Couple of other trees around the back there, and for those of you who don't know what super trees are, it's you know, formerly alive foliage, and it's mostly brown, and there's some red in here, and there's all kinds of techniques. What I've done is I've stolen Thomas McCune's technique. He's a TNShortlineFan, and I'll put his channel in the comments below. But what he does is he gets the cheapest hairspray available. So I went to the dollar store tonight and I found this Perfect Purity Unscented Hairspray, and it says extra long hold. Hopefully it's going to be more than 24 hours. I don't want all my leaves on the ground in the morning. But what I've done there is I've got 2 colors of fine foliage right now. This is Scenic Express, and it's sort of a yellow-green fine foliage. And I've also got this can of dark green Scenic Express. It's fine as well. So those are the 2 colors I have right now. I'd like to get one more green, maybe somewhere in between, and I think actually this one here is spruce green as opposed to forest green, and it's a little bit lighter color, so I may try some of it next. But what I do is I just take the let me see if I can show you what I do. I don't know if this is all going to be in the shot, but we'll give it a go here. You just, you know, select what you think is going to make a nice tree. I don't know, let's pull this one out, and hopefully this is all in the shot, but towards the bottom of the stem you just kind of pick off some of these little branches so you have enough room to plant your tree. There are also some little leaves that you can pick off, you know, if they show. There are some leaves up in the body of the tree as well, but I haven't bothered picking those off because they tend to help catch the foliage and cover up pretty well. But you know, so Thomas's technique is he takes the cheap old hairspray and coats the tree fairly heavily, and I'm going to use this medium green for this go round, but I've got just a little plastic container here that I'm using to catch my foliage, and you just sprinkle it on and it sticks fairly well. You know, if you want more than one color on the tree, you know, after you hit it once, give it another shot of hairspray, and then we'll go ahead and do this lighter green here just a little bit to give it a few highlights. But, you know, I don't know what that was, maybe a minute or two, if that, but you got a pretty nice tree here. And, you know, you can paint the trunks if you like. When they're actually on the layout, they're far enough away that you really don't notice the color of the trunk. But you could, you know, spray paint these things brown, you know, the trunk piece before you put the foliage on, and it would look really good. So let's plant this one. So I'm going to swing the camera around here, and we'll see if we can't maybe plant this one right up near where the rocks come to an end there. Let me get my ballast out of the way. And so what I'm doing to plant these things is I've got an awl, which is nothing more than a screwdriver type device with a sharp point on the end, and you just poke it down through the layout, take a little bit of white glue and drop it in the hole, and you know, place your tree, and that's all there is to it. So you know, in a matter of just a few seconds, you know, a matter of a few minutes, you know, there's a tree. And so, you know, luckily these things are kind of flat front to back, which is going to be good for me planting them along the ridge here, because I want to have some what look like real trees in the front, and the flatter the better for me, so they don't stick out too far and, you know, interfere with the trains. But that tree that I just planted is probably gosh, 6 or 7 inches tall maybe. So what is that roughly, you know, 50 feet, 56 feet tall in HO scale? You know, if you're a rivet counter, obviously you know exactly how tall that is, but, you know, pretty darn close. And what I like about it is the background colors that I put on the wall are a little bit lighter than the trees, you know, which is good because if you look outdoors, you know, the farther away the hills are, the more blue they have in them. So I'm really pleased with this, and I've been doing this, I don't know, 20 minutes now, and you know, so I've got 8 or 9 trees in there. Those trees look a little bit yellower on the camera than they do in person. The foliage is a little bit greener than what's showing up there, so I'm not sure how the final product is going to come out, but I've still got some more plantings to do around there. I put also some of these little scenic, or not Scenic Express, but Woodland Scenics trees in here. These are the plastic armature ones that you have to bend. I don't know if I'm going to leave those in there because I don't like them as well. I've got 3 of them in there, and you know, they're fairly well clumped together. I don't know, maybe it looks fine, but after seeing these, you know, I just really like the look of that. But anyway, so that's just a short update. I haven't really done anything else on the layout. I do have the bridges set in place over here, just for size, so that the one in the front with the 2 plate girder bridges on the ends, you know, that's where that's going to sit, and there's the one in the back. And I don't have the one across the door in here, but the layout is starting to accumulate a lot of crap on it right now, so I think I may take some time tomorrow evening and just kind of clear things out. I've got to get some lighter foliage, some more fine turf, maybe some dirt and fine turf mixes to cover my brown dirt here. So anyway, that's kind of where we are right now. What I'll probably do now that I've got the trees is I'll go ahead and put trees up the back ridge along the backdrop, and I want to also get the coal mine scene done and scenic before I do any of the track. So I don't know, I thought I was closer to track than I really am, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. I want to make sure that I get all the stuff done on the other side of the track first. But anyway, just a closing shot of the area back here. Got a few vehicles placed in there. And oh, there's a little cemetery back there, but I don't know if you can see the tombstones. They're just kind of sitting in there. It's not permanent, but not a whole lot of room for a cemetery after I get all the rocks in. But alright, well, thanks for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers and the comments. And talk to you soon. Again, I'm carried away. I've got a couple of other trees in here now, and I think that looks really good. Starting to hide that other mirror in the background. I don't know, I'm going to put something up here in the front of this corner because that's a little bit too sharp. But I don't know that you'd ever know that that's a mirror. I do, obviously, but I think it looks really good sitting back in there. But anyway, let me know what you think. One other project I'll go ahead and show you that I'm working on here, the storage tank, storage silo. Made out of a couple of pieces of just crap I found laying around. This is actually the center of some painting tape, a roll of painter's tape, 1 inch wide, and it's probably about 3 inches in diameter, I guess. So what I've done is I've sprayed it kind of a concrete color, and it's going to be my foundation to my silo here, which is nothing but another roll of cardboard I found. I think I've said they've been doing construction in the neighborhood. What I did there is I wrapped masking tape, 1 inch masking tape around the side of that tank, and then just spray painted it silver. And I'm going to work on a top here for this. I haven't decided how I'm going to make that yet, but so that basically cost nothing other than paint and a little bit of tape. So don't know where that's going to go. Maybe it'll go in the lumberyard area, but it'll be somewhere. Thanks.